Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us here on the news at 6. I'm Ben Goldman.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. A State Department of Transportation employee has been arrested and charged. He's accused of spending more than $20,000 worth of stolen money from wooden tap locations across the state.
But we're learning tonight that the suspect had access to much more money than that. Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc joining us now live outside of the wooden tap location in Newington. Julia, what can you tell us?
Hi, good evening to you both. Well, 34-year-old Calvin Ortiq of Bloomfield works at the state DOT literally right down the road from here. Now, police believe that in 2020, he hacked into the online gift card system here at Wooden Tap, gaining access to more than $200,000. And then they say he spent the next 3 years spending some of that money, $20,000 of it, at least 7 Wooden Tap locations across the state. Now, Ortiq has officially been charged with computer crimes, forgery, identity theft, larceny, and conspiracy to commit larceny. But police don't think he acted alone. They say they expect more arrests to be coming in the future. They say that other co-conspirators may have used the stolen card numbers to fraudulently create gift cards. Now, the company and police found out when guests started noticing their balances were emptying out in 2021.
Anger that someone would do to our guests, disappointment, sad, and then happy to know that we have this information and feel like we can give our guests the answers that they deserve.
Now, police say if you ever suspect anything like this happening to you, no matter how big or small that dollar amount, please reach out to police.
It may be minuscule to them. However, in the bigger picture of the investigation, it may affect a lot of other people. If somebody's willing to take 50 cents from you, they're also willing to take a lot more from somebody else.
Now, they know that other victims are out there who have not gotten their money back from Wooden Tap yet. However, the people that they have identified who have had money stolen from them have been reimbursed. Therefore, they are asking anyone who bought a gift card here at Wooden Tap between the fall and winter of 2020 to please go online and check that gift card balance. And if you notice something suspicious, reach out to their loss prevention team. We will have that information on fox61.com. For now, we are live in Newington. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Just makes you shake your head, Julia. Thank you. Let's go to Manchester now, where police say a habitual shoplifter put the community at risk on Tuesday, hitting multiple police cars in a busy shopping area.
A police dog ultimately found the woman hiding on the 3rd floor of a hotel at Buckland Mall. Fox 61's Samaya Hernandez is in Manchester, where the suspect faced a judge.
Manchester calls itself a town with a city feel. So many people from other towns head here because it is home to many big box stores. Well, police say someone known to shoplift from those stores put the community at risk. Wednesday, not the first time Lisa French was ordered to court.
Her conviction history extends back through to 1992. Highlights include other larcenies, forgery second, forgery first, bad check, larceny second, larceny third.
A shoplifting history dating back to 1992.
She's of limited means, currently unemployed, does have significant substance use as well as some underlying mental health.
But the reason the 51-year-old is back in court could have resulted in tragedy.
There was an extremely close call, I think at best, with one of the officers who was briefly in between 2 of the vehicles.
4 p.m. Tuesday, Manchester police see a woman accused of stealing from Dick's Sporting Goods.
She got into a vehicle that was driven by Ms. French.
French was in the driver's seat of a Nissan, reported stolen out of Hartford, when police say she held her friend inside and drove off while police were trying to take her into custody. Body cam malfunctioned and was in system recovery mode, according to court documents that state French nearly struck an officer and pinned him between another vehicle.
Ms. French tried to drive away, struck multiple police vehicles, and it looks like one civilian vehicle as well.
Police dog Dakota ultimately finding French on the 3rd floor of the Hampton Inn and Suites, hiding behind curtains.
She damaged police cars, she took off running, she was caught on the 3rd floor of a hotel running away.
shoppers from stores and Granby staying vigilant Wednesday.
Always be aware of your surroundings.
I don't know what's going on in the world. I don't know what's happening.
Police say French was in possession of crack when she was arrested. Her friend was also arrested at that hotel. She remains in custody on a slew of charges, including attempted assault on an officer. In Manchester, I'm Samaya Hernandez, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you, Samaya. Turning to the weather now, check out the supermoon we saw last night. She was a beaut. This was the scene over the skies in the capital city, caught by one of our photographers.
Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us now. Rachel, I know you explained this yesterday, but we saw, was it a blue moon or multiple full moons in a month? Something's going on with this moon.
So later this month, August 30th, will be the second full moon of the month. Whenever that happens, it's called a blue moon. That's just why we say once in a blue moon, because it doesn't happen very often.
Patsy Cline in your head, too.
There you go. Temperatures right now in the mid to upper 70s. It is so beautiful. Once in a blue moon, we get this kind of weather here during the summer, right? And we have another gorgeous day in store for tomorrow before showers and storms return on Friday. This morning, we woke up with near record cold temperatures. We were 2 degrees shy of the record in the Hartford area, the record 50 degrees, also 2 degrees shy of the record in Bridgeport. So a chilly start, but a nice finish. Temperatures tonight will once again feel a little bit like early fall out there, dipping back into the 50s to right around 60 degrees. And as we head through the afternoon, we start to build in a few more clouds, and it also starts to get just a little bit more humid, but we're not going to really feel it too much until we head into Thursday night. We're looking at high temperatures tomorrow, climbing up around the 80-degree mark, and then a rising chance for rain as we head into your Friday. Friday's not an all-day washout, but we could see a few rounds of scattered showers and storms, and any one of those could contain some locally heavy downpours. Wherever those downpours end up setting up, there could be a few flooding issues, so we'll be keeping a close eye on that for Friday. There's also a chance for some storms as well, but they clear just in time for the weekend. Just got to get through this first. We'll take another look. Your full forecast coming up.
Thank you, Rachel. A worker for a tree cutting service has severe injuries after the boom for the bucket truck failed, causing him to fall. First responders were at Hollyberry Lane in Plainville just after 9 this morning. Officials say they found the worker partially trapped by the bucket and suffering from severe head trauma. The worker was taken to New Britain Hospital. OSHA responded to the scene to investigate.
A man is recovering tonight after being shot while riding his bike in New Haven. Police say the man was shot last night on Dixwell Avenue. The victim told officers he heard gunshots right at the intersection with Henry Street and then began feeling a burning sensation. He was taken to the hospital with a graze wound. No word on any suspects. The man charged in connection to a shooting at Union Station, also in New Haven, was back in court today. 19-year-old Dayron Sanchez plans to plead not guilty after he and another suspect allegedly got into a fight with a man on the train platform on July 5th. That's where shots were fired. The victim was taken to the hospital and underwent emergency surgery. Sanchez is due back in court next month. Police are still searching for the second suspect.
An update tonight. The mother of the boy who died after falling out a window in Hartford is facing more charges. Prosecutors add a manslaughter charge to Tabitha Frank's 10 other counts of risk of injury. According to a police report, 5 children were not only left alone without adult supervision, but they were also living in filth. Frank is set to appear in court tomorrow.
A former Goshen firefighter and EMT is facing sexual assault charges tonight. 25-year-old Daniel Brignolo of Torrington has been charged with giving liquor to a minor and second-degree sexual assault. State police say the incident happened in June of 2021. Brignolo turned himself in yesterday. His bond was set at $15,000, and he's expected back in court August 16th.
New numbers say more people are unhoused in Connecticut for a second year in a row. It's happening during an increase in evictions and overwhelmed, underfunded resources. For nearly a decade, the amount of people unhoused in the state actually decreased, but in the past 2 years, it's risen nearly 16%. The just released point-in-time count shows there were just over 3,000 people experiencing homelessness in January. Officials warn that doesn't even show the whole picture, though. Nonprofits are already in drastic need. Leaders say they expect to be desperate this winter to meet the state's demands.
Donald Trump now facing a total of 78 state and federal criminal counts. And all sides of the debate are reacting to his latest legal trouble here. Trump has been charged with conspiracy to defraud the government and obstruction. The special counsel argues that his actions culminated in the Capitol riot January 6th. Senator Richard Blumenthal's praising the indictment.
I think there needs to be accountability here, and even more, we need to help preserve our democracy by making people aware of how close we came to losing it.
Now, while some Republicans are defending their presidential frontrunner, former Vice President Mike Pence isn't so forgiving, writing in a statement, "Our Constitution is more important than any one man's career." Trump is due in court tomorrow.
A former president recently paid a visit to a Connecticut pizza restaurant. Bill Clinton was spotted enjoying a pie at Papa Al's Pizza in Newtown over the weekend. One of the chefs took this photo with the former president. The chef says Clinton ordered a couple slices and some garlic knots. He says he was very nice.